Hey everybody, sorry about the noise. It's waterfalls, you get that? Pretty cool one here, so I want to give you the details because there's no signs on the road and there's minimal signs, if any, once you turn off the road. You got to walk in, I'll give you all the info you need to the best of my ability, right? Obviously that's the river coming down there, that's the waterfalls into there and it runs down there. We're on a stand. What do you call this? One of these things, right? But there was a bit of a bushwalk involved. 1.6 kilometres from where the sign says falls. That's all it says falls. It's an old wooden sign, it's going to be gone soon. So you come into, what's it, Tarraleah Power Station, right? Where the two power stations are, up the road a little bit, there's a turn off, you come in there, drive straight, there's a little car park there and you can have a look at all the, I call them pipes, but you know, what are they called, those things? And you drive over the little bridge that says load limit 42 tonnes, whatever. It's where the caravan parking is. There's a little wooden sign that says falls. No other information. There might be some somewhere, but we didn't see it. We could have easily missed this. 1.6 Ks. Apparently it took 23 minutes to get in here. How would you rate it? About pretty easy, yeah? Easy walk, you know what, grade 2, grade something like that, grade easy. Just put your walking shoes on, bring a bottle of water. It's a narrow track, there's some ferns and stuff overgrown in places, so watch out for the leeches, that sort of thing. So check out your legs and whatever after you walk through them before they suck the blood out of you. But anyway, have a look at that. Get a thumbnail, eh? Because after all, we try and use a thumbnail that's most relevant to the video, not a thumbnail that misleads you just to get your attention. So if you like that, subscribe, turn the bell on. We're going to have a look at this for a little bit and then we're going to head back out. All right, we won't video the whole walk out of here, but I'll try and give you an idea what the path looks like I normally do. Like I said, this end of things is where there's a bit more overgrown. What was there? Something just went. Plenty of wildlife, of course. Careful of those flicking back at you as I walk through them, because you walk down first, so you haven't experienced that yet. This is probably the most overgrown part here, so it's not bad. But like I said, check yourself out for leeches, check your legs and whatever, because, you know, if it's a bit wet, they're out on the ends of the ferns here like that, and you could end up with one. Now, towards the end, we came downhill, so this is an uphill section, which I haven't really done yet, so I can't tell you, but I don't remember it being too steep. This is summer. This is 10 degrees in summer. Tassie summers, it's wet, slippery rocks, bit of mud, so put your good footwear on, don't come down in thongs or you might regret it. In winter, it's obviously going to be worse, so be prepared for those things. We're headed uphill. Some areas have got a couple of steps, then there's some areas like this and you can see slippery where people have slipped. Hopefully I'll be all right because I've got a camera in one hand. Uphill, look, pretty easy going. Not too bad. A couple of steps in places. So we'll just get on with it and show you a bit more of the track further up. You know, little things where they've put a bit of wood, but you've got to go around some trees. There's some big trees down. And it flattens out a bit for a bit and then goes up again, you know. This is a big old one, so even got some wood there. But there's some fresh ones up here. There's a big one that's still standing. That's handy. Get out the sun behind the sun. That is a big tree. So probably about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes in. It's still uphill. The odd step here and there. It's not super steep, but it's going up. Here's a fresh one, hey? Have a look at that. Fresh as. That's obviously the bottom end. That's got to be 10 to 15 metres. And this end, oh, can't even see how far it goes, mate. It's got to be at least 30, 40, 50 metres long. Sorry about the wind. That's Tassie. Another one. This one's got special cutouts. Once again, the bottom's right there this time. Only a couple metres away. But look at the distance when it snapped off. Probably the wind was blowing and it's kind of like launched its way this way. because of the distance between the end of it and where it once lived. So it's, and this thing, how long's this? This is, I can see 50 metres. It's got to be, it's just smashed through the bush there. Just crazy. Have a look at it. Yeah, put your 4-wheel drive boots on. Now we're continuing along the track. Once you get to those trees, what do you reckon that is so far? 5, 6, 7 minutes? Something like that. Let's say 7 minutes. What was it to get in? 23? So we're maybe a third of the way to get to those trees. So we've got 2/3 to go. But my point is, at that point, the track flattens out. So it's a little bit undulating, but we're walking on flat ground now. So it's approximately the last third or the last 5 or so minutes that you'll be coming down the hill. But other than that, it might undulate a little bit, but it's fairly flat, so pretty easy going. Including some more big old trees. Bloody long, tall forest trees here. Old forest, yeah? Some of the stuff that just didn't get bloody cleared. And you know, you got to do what you got to do, but I think a lot of areas went crazy, right? Oh, well, that's old as. The other half of it, wonder what lives up there. Everything, probably. A few more of these ferns I speak of, a little bit overgrown. Like I said, if you got shorts like I have, just check your legs afterwards. Yeah, you know how I repeat myself 2 or 3 times sometimes? It's because I'm trying to help, because I know a lot of people don't listen or they're getting distracted. And we also know that you only retain 10% of what you read or what you hear. So if I say it 2 or 3 times, saves you from having to watch it 3 times. So it's more efficient. And I only repeat the important stuff. So some people don't like it, but you know what? If you want to know the important stuff, stay tuned. I am curious though, if you made it this far through this video, is it the first time you've seen one of my videos? Do you randomly watch them as they pop up on your feed? Or are you subscribed with the bell on and you don't want to miss a video? That's the first question. The next question, what videos do you like the best? Do you like the 4-wheel driving, the action? Or do you like the touring? Showing you where we're traveling, what tracks, what we're going to see? Or do you like the walks? Or do you like the vehicle setup videos? So I suppose there's 4 different types of videos, mainly on our adventures channel. Which ones do you like best? If you can, order it 1 to 4. Or if you don't like it at all, just go 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, or 1. Or I only want to know about the walks, or I only want to see the 4-wheel drive action. We're not here to entertain you. Here to, hey, I'm a work in progress, but just trying to help out you guys as well. Like I said, get out there, walk, get healthy. It's good for you in so many ways. And yeah, it's all good. I've just got to have something to talk about while I show you the track. I could time lapse it, but you won't see the same detail. It's pretty flat now, pretty easy. Just as a matter of warning, like I like to say, again, trying to look after you. Keep your eye out wherever you put your feet. Snakes can look like sticks. Snakes can be nearby. Generally, they're not going to bother you if you don't step on them or mess around with them. But if they do feel cornered, if you step in a place and they feel like they've got nowhere to go and they feel threatened, that's where they might have a go. And so if you do get bitten, all I'm going to say is stay still is your best option until you can get help from someone. This is a track where you hopefully should be with other people. There's just 2 of us today. And it's a pretty well-used track by the looks of it, even though people, obviously, a lot of people don't know about it because there's no signs and there's nobody else here for the whole time we've walked in and out so far. But eventually someone will come, and I think your probably best option if you're not prepared for a snake bite, and you might not cop the venom, better to treat it as if you have though, and that would be not to walk out. Hopefully someone's coming in soon and organise some assistance. That's the way I think anyway. You can let me know in the comments what you think. What would you do if you, I mean, other than your assistant ripping up t-shirts and things like that, my understanding is the best thing you can do is absolutely not move. Don't even take the clothing off to get to the bite. Obviously, you're not going to clean or suck it or cut it or any of that stuff. You've just got to stop. You don't really need to identify the snake. See, snake bite information now, and it's all in my head because it's important stuff. And I might not get it right, but my understanding is there's 5 deadly snakes in Australia, the main 5. I'm going to name them in the order of what you're more likely to get bitten by from what I've seen. I'd say a brown snake, a red belly black, a tiger snake, an adder or death adder, and a taipan or inland taipan. They're the 5 snakes. And the anti-venom sorts you out for all 5, but they're not going to give it to you until they see you've got symptoms. Let's not talk about symptoms. It's not talking into a snake. We don't want to turn it into a snake bite video, but it's valuable information you might not have known. So hit the like button, subscribe, turn the bell on. This is a great walk, this track here. I could just do it in peace and quiet without talking and not do a video like most other people do. So yeah, if you want, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll leave it at that until we get to the end of the track, let you know we made it. If the video comes out, I think we made it, didn't we? Yeah, look at that thing. I mean, the tops have come off that. I've seen bigger trees in Tassie, but that's getting there. All right, now it's widened up to the vehicle width track, where at the start I went, if they didn't have the rocks in the way, we could take the car. And I was actually thinking it'd be a great track for a mountain to rip through on a mountain bike. Might need a little bit of pruning on a couple of trees, but great mountain bike track as well. And good because there's not too many people, so you know that works out well. But there's always time to see people and slow down and stop. But we're getting back near the start. There's another one of those big trees. Just massive, old, long trees. Another one of those big trees. Look, there's no, if you're a tree hugger, there's no shortage of massive, big, old trees that even are about to come down in Tasmania. If you like big trees, come and check them out. All over the place. Oh look, the car's still there. That's always a bonus. Beautiful. All right, I'll give you the trip information, right? So this is the sign, Falls. Right, there's the pipe works that go down the hill where the 2 stations are. So if you're at the 2 stations down the hill there, a few k's up the road and around, you turn in and you come around this way down this road. Trip stats, exactly 4,000 steps, 239 calories, 44 minutes return, 3 k's. There you go. It's about 1.5 k each way, something like that. There's your info. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a catch on the next video. Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe, turn the bell on, and we'll see you on the next one.